My stream's up, Tom, by the way.
hmm
Alright, sweet. I was just making sure you know. Alright, back to mute I go.
Good afternoon, NFASL members. It is now divisional weekend. The Steelers, the Patriots up next. So New England donning the red and white jerseys at home for this divisional round between the 16-0 New England Patriots and the 12-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. So the vaunted New England offense is going to get the ball first. And those of you that haven't had the opportunity to see this Patriot offense this year, it's a heavy dose of Sony Michel, great run blocking, and some good decision making on the back end for the passes from Cam Newton. This Steeler defense, however, is one of the best in the NFASL, number 2 overall in scoring defense. Here's the first play of the game. It's a spin move from Sony Michel. He's going to get about 5 to the 30-yard line. So if you're Pittsburgh, you live with that gain. I know 5 yards typically is not something you want to give up on first down, but when you face Sony Michel in this running attack, 5 yards is more than enough. Second down and 5. Throw up the middle to Michel. Now he's showing off the hands as he makes the nice catch. Actually, that's James White who checked into the ball game there. Quick start here for New England as they're back to line of scrimmage. Newton back to throw. Has his man again. It's James White. He tries to cut up field, but he steps out of bounds at the 40. Steelers coming off of an exhilarating victory against the Baltimore Ravens in the wild card round, defeating them 23-20. Steelers looking to continue their dominance against the run. Here's the handoff. It's Michel up the middle. He's got blocks. He's got the first down. Nice run there from Sony Michel. Gets to the 30-yard line. So a minute and a half into this game, New England has marched down this field and is already in plus territory, closing in on the red zone. Got a good slate of divisional matchups as the Chiefs and Titans will be played a little bit later tonight. Sony Michel with the jump cut there into trouble as Mike Hilton administers that hit stick. And the first down has been reached, though, by Sony Michel. It's going to be at the 16-yard line. You see the replay there of Michel jumping into trouble there. Lucky he didn't fumble on that. Pistol ace formation here. Newton keeps himself on the read option. He's going to get to the first down and closing in inside the 5-yard line down at the 4. Surprising to see Cam Newton get away with that. You'd think that the Steeler defense, having played Lamar Jackson yesterday, would be ready for these quarterback runs. Newton now under center. Bunch formation. You see the motion man is Asiasi. Great blocks from the New England front. And Sony Michel has an easy touchdown. Could not have gone any better if you're a New England fan. That drive spanned just under 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Went 75 yards and finished off with the Sony Michel touchdown run. Steelers are going to get the ball for the first time in this divisional matchup, looking to pick up where they left off last week. They didn't really have a lot of trouble with Baltimore's defense in that first half. They got out to that quick 17-0 lead, but very quickly in that second half, things went awry, and it required overtime for them to move on. So this time around, they're looking to get a little bit more sustainable offense for 4 quarters. I know it's a big ask in this playoff game with the defenses that you're going to see, but the Steelers' offense is good enough they can move the ball at will. And so is this New England defense that's shutting down opposing offenses. So this will be quite the matchup here. Steelers' first play is a handoff to Anthony McFarland, the University of Maryland rookie. Had a standout rookie campaign for Pittsburgh. Had over 1,000 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns, and is off to a 7-yard scamper to start this one out. Second down from the gun is Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop back and throw, and he's going to get the ball out quickly there. You saw Chase Winovich administer some pressure from his left defensive end spot. No, that was Bentley that came on strong on the outside. Third down and 3. Pittsburgh looking over the middle, and it is hauled in. My word, what a catch from Juju Smith-Schuster. He goes all the way up the ladder to bring that pass in. Draped in coverage on him was McCourty. But it will be a 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh now in New England territory. First down, it's a handoff to McFarland, and there is a penalty on this one as he's taken down for a short gain. Chase Claypool called for a block in the back or a hold. That was kind of quick there. I wasn't able to see the flag, but nonetheless, it's now first down and 16. So a big penalty already on this drive after that nice pass and catch to Juju. Steelers backed up here at their own at the New England 48-yard line. First down's a handoff to McFarland. He's not going to find room as the tackle was made at the 45-yard line for a minimal gain of just a yard. Second down is the upcoming play. Steelers looking to get a little bit closer to that first down marker to set up a third down and manageable. You don't want to be in third and long against this New England front. Nice throw and catch there as you see the sliding grab made by the free agent acquisition, tight end Eric Ebron with his first catch of the game. So there's the third down and manageable that you want. Third down and 5. Steelers just need to get to the 32-yard line to extend their opening drive of this NFASL divisional game. Roethlisberger back to throw. He's going to go over the middle. It's picked off. Patrick Chung read Ben Roethlisberger's eyes. He locked in on his receiver, Deontay Johnson, and he's the man that'll make the tackle. But not until the Patriots force the first turnover by either team. Patriots going to get the ball at their own 29-yard line to start their second drive. They got the ball first in this game. Went down the field with pretty much no problems. Got the touchdown with Sony Michel. Let's see how they like to get things done on this drive. Sony Michel to the left, hash mark there. He's tackled after a gain of 1. Better job there from Pittsburgh's front 7, which dominated last week against Baltimore. Lamar Jackson was running for his life almost every time he went back to throw the ball. You need to see that same effort this week against Cam Newton. Again, I mentioned that offensive line of New England. It's been one of the best in the NFL. Cam Newton is the lowest sacked quarterback in NFASL. As you see all the time, he has this time. Marquise Lee breaks a tackle. He's got open field ahead of him. He's got blocks, and he's tackled at the 39-yard line. But big gain for Cam, big gain for Marquise Lee, and it's a Patriot first down, and they're already back in Pittsburgh territory. Not a great start for the Steelers defense, giving up a couple of chunk plays already. Newton back to throw. He's going over the middle. He's got his man, Matt LaCosse. The often forgotten about tight end brings in that one, and now the Patriots are in first and goal. At the 2-yard line they are at. Newton with a beautiful pass over the middle there as you see the replay. Matt LaCosse, that's his first catch of the day. Not a really heavily targeted Patriot. He's only coming into this day with 12 catches on the season. Cam Newton from the pistol here.
Woo!
Sony Michel behind him. Newton is going to keep it. He's going to spin off a tackle, and he's going to be brought down. Nicely played there by Pittsburgh. And backing the Patriots up there to the 4-yard line was Stephon Tuitt. Second down and goal. Another handoff. This time it's Michel. And this time Cam Hayward comes in and makes the tackle. There's the Steelers' front 4 making some plays here at the goal line. Best red zone defense in NFASL during the regular season were Pittsburgh. So big play here for the Patriots to try to get a touchdown. It's a draw, and Hayward sniffed it out. He wasn't fooled one bit by the delay, and out comes Nick Folk and the kicking unit for the Patriots. This is a short field goal here, 27 yards. It's up, and it is good. And with 40 seconds left in this first quarter, Patriots lead 10-0 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kickoff is going to go to Deontay Johnson. So after that turnover for Pittsburgh, 3 points were the result. You have to be kicking yourself a little bit that you turned the ball over this early in the game, but to not allow a touchdown on that drive will definitely give your team a little bit of momentum as the offense trots back out onto the field. So first down and 10 from the 25. We see a fake handoff. Roethlisberger wants to throw, and he backs up and he's brought down. It's Winovich from his right end position. Beats the left tackle Villanueva and gets to the quarterback for the sack. Nicely done there from the University of Michigan product. Second down and 19. So back-to-back drives. We see the Steelers backed up here in a first or second down and long situation. They're going to hand this one off to McFarland, and he's got nowhere to go. Nice play there from Adrian Phillips coming down from the safety position to tackle him. and set us to the end of the opening quarter. So after one in Gillette Stadium in New England, the Patriots are on top of the Steelers 10-0. Steelers are finding themselves in unfamiliar territory as they led throughout the Baltimore game last week. This is their first time trailing in a couple of weeks. 2 possessions at that, down by 10. From the gun is Roethlisberger. He's got an empty set, plenty of time to throw. He's going to loft one, and what a throw into the breadbasket for Deontay Johnson in the first down. That was a really pretty pass. As you saw the finesse that Roethlisberger has, to have the pinpoint accuracy to hit his man in stride on that right sideline between 2 defenders. First down's a handoff. McFarland is going to fight for the 40-yard line, get to the 4-yard gain. That's really his best run of the game so far. Kudos to the Patriot front 7 for limiting this Pittsburgh running attack. That's really what makes the Steeler offense go. If they're able to get some good first down, second down runs from McFarland, it sets up their passing game. This is a handoff on second down. Really great blocking from Pittsburgh there as you see McFarland get to the 48-yard line before even being touched. That's a first down. Steelers are committed to this run game. It's good to see because you're down 10. You don't want to get away from what made you get to this point in your season. Definitely want to continue to run the rock here, and they're going to do so. It's a handoff, and nice play that time on New England's part to set the edge. Dante Hightower broke off of that block, made the tackle, and kept McFarland from getting outside leverage. So nice play there. Second down and 10. Roethlisberger this time is going to be from the gun. He will drop back to throw. He's got a one-on-one matchup down the right sideline. He's going to hit it, and there's a flag. Chase Claypool had a step on Stephon Gilmore on that play. Surprising to see him go at the X Factor, but Gilmore was on the other side of the field. That must have been the other corner, J.C. Jackson. McFarland, however, is going to get this first down run to the 13, so that pass interference placing Pittsburgh in the red zone. And the New England Patriot defense also, no slouch defensively in this part of the field. They rank 4th in the NFASL in red zone defense. This Steeler offense now down to the 10 is another 3-yard gain from Anthony McFarland will set up a 3rd down and 3. Steelers need to get to the 7-yard line to get the first down. They're only 10 yards away from the end zone. Interesting to see what their play call designs are here, if they try to go for the touchdown or the first down. They're going to hand it off to James Conner. It's his first carry of the day, and he stuffed Hightower along with some help from his friend there, Jawan Bentley, makes that tackle, and it is now 4th down. Out comes Chris Boswell, down 10. Steelers want to continue to extend this game and not take a risk by going for it. They're going to settle for 3. The kick by Boswell is good, and now the lead for New England is down to 7. Kickoff here from Pittsburgh. New England has scored on their first 2 drives of this game as we're already 5 minutes ago in the second quarter. This has been a pretty quickly played game to this point. Only the 1 turnover by Pittsburgh, that interception to Patrick Chung, has been the difference thus far. Newton from the pistol. He's going to try to hand this off to Michel, and he's cracked. There's the Devin Bush that we've been waiting to see all game long, coming down from the linebacker position, diagnosing the play, shooting the gap, and gets the big hit stick at the 25-yard line. My goodness. So if you talk about Devin Bush, you have to bring up the fact that his pass coverage is on par. It's getting better and better by the week. Is just as good as he is in the run game, and that's a scary thought for AFC North contingency plans, having to run the ball, pass the ball against this user. Second down, Newton. Again, all day to throw from the pocket, and immediately as I say that, the couple of Pittsburgh Steelers converge at the quarterback there as you see Newton have to throw the ball away. And a big 3rd down is ensuing here for Pittsburgh. They need to get off the field. They do get the ball first to start the second half, but you'd much rather get this ball back in a situation in a 1-possession game as opposed to 2. 3rd down. Newton's got a tight formation here. And he's taking his time to snap this as New England, for whatever the reason, did not like the play call. They're going to call a timeout. It's their first charged timeout of the half. 4:36 remains here in the NFASL divisional game between the Patriots and Steelers. Patriots up 10-3. Newton on third down going over the middle. It is caught. Matt Lacoste again over the middle. That's a beautiful catch. He's made a couple of those tight traffic window catches on third down to extend a drive. So big play for New England. They're now at the 49-yard line, and it's first down and 10. Newton makes a couple of adjustments at the line of scrimmage. He's going to hand it off to Michel, and he's got nowhere to go. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Steelers have done a nice job containing Sony Michel. He's really the focal point of this offense. Newton does throw the ball with some precision and can hit his receivers, but best believe this New England offense wants to run the ball effectively to win this game. Second down coming up here for Newton. He's got, again, all day to throw. Look at the time that Cam Newton has to work in this pocket. Someone's got to be open by now. Newton's going to take it himself, and I think he's close to that first down marker at the 41. Yes, they're going to give him the first down. So this offensive line for New England playing out of their minds. You see how good this Steeler front four is. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Stephon Tuitt, to name a few of these guys. As this is a run for Michel. Gets about 1 to the 38-yard line. But this offensive line's done a good job of giving Cam time in the pocket. You see him extending the play. Was able to use his legs to get the first down. Second down and 7 from the Pittsburgh 38-yard line. Motion man is Bird. He's going to take the jet touch pass to the outside, cut it upfield, and brought down at the 36-yard line. So Pittsburgh was able to limit that one. That always is a dangerous play. It could always be a big shot, touchdown type of call. But instead, it's third down and 5, and another opportunity for the Steelers to get off the field after this 2-minute warning. So we have 2 minutes to go in the first half, live from Gillette Stadium. The Patriots lead the Steelers 10-3 with an AFC Championship spot on the line. Cam Newton from the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his right and Devin Asiasi, the tight end, on his left. So here's the play. The throw to the out route is knocked away. Good coverage from Pittsburgh there as Mike Hilton knocks it away. And it's going to set up a long field goal attempt for Nick Folk. He's got 7-mile-an-hour wind trailing from left to right, so it's going in the eastern direction. See if that's enough to help make this kick, and it is. He drills it from 53 yards out to get the lead back up to 10. So the Steelers are back where they started on their last drive, trailing by 2 possessions. They have a $151 to work with, 3 timeouts, and will be getting the ball to start the second half. So for Pittsburgh, you want to get points here. That's important to get this down to 1-possession game, but you also want to not give New England an opportunity to get this ball back before the half is effectively over. Roethlisberger from the bunch formation here on first down. 2-minute offense for the Steelers. This has been an area that they've struggled the last couple of weeks. Let's see if they can get that fixed here. Immediately they're going down the field, and they got a man. It's caught. It's Chase Claypool. His second opportunity, and this time he hauls in the catch, and you see the Steelers are quickly at the line of scrimmage. Big play that time, down to the 20. Steelers. Roethlisberger's back to throw here. He's going down the right sideline, and it's knocked away. This time coverage made by Jonathan Jones, as you see the adjustment made by Coach ATK to put a little bit more speed on the outside in terms of dealing with Claypool. And that's the big target for Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, he's 6'4". He's got the 90-plus speed. He's a dog and hard to deal with, especially in this red zone. This brings up second down from the 20-yard line. Steelers desperately looking for a touchdown here to get this game a little bit closer. Big Ben back to throw, and he's out of time. He tried to step up in the pocket there, and the Patriots will call their second timeout on third down and 17. We have 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in this first half. New England looking to push back Roethlisberger further out of field goal range. As it sits right now, this would be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Roethlisberger's going to throw on third down. He's got to be careful not to take a sack here. He rolls to his left. He's looking, and he's got to throw it away. He ran out of time there as Brandon Copeland was coming for him on the back end. So fourth down and 17. Chris Boswell back out to attempt his second field goal of the day. This one from 44 yards away is up and is good. 57 seconds to go. The Steelers yet again are forced to kick a field goal after a promising drive where they got down to the 20-yard line on just one play. Great job by the Patriot defense to limit them and to essentially push them backwards. They lost 7 yards after getting down into the red zone. It's 13-6 here in the late stages of this first half. First drive from New England was the only touchdown drive we've seen from either team, as field goals have been the norm on these last 4 possessions. This is a handoff to Sony Michel. Pittsburgh surprisingly is going to let the clock run. I would have expected to see a timeout called there. I think that was one of those feel-out plays from New England to see if Pittsburgh is itching to get the ball back or if they're content to take this 6-13 deficit into halftime. So here's second down. This is another handoff to Sony Michel. This one is going to get him close to first down yardage as he bounces over tacklers and is down at the 34-yard line. Steelers, again, not using any of their timeouts, and the Patriots are more than happy to take this lead in the halftime, and they will do so. So, halfway through this AFC divisional game in the NFASL playoffs, the Pittsburgh Steelers are trailing the New England Patriots 13-6. Steelers will get this ball and start the second half down 7, and a big opportunity for them to tie this game up. Their defense has played pretty well thus far. I mean, in a typical game for this New England team, they're already up 3 possessions at halftime, and second half is really more of a just run the clock out type of thing. So for this to still be a one-possession game, to still have the opportunity to tie it up, you have to be really happy with how your defense has played thus far. Roethlisberger from the gun. He's going to hand this one off to McFarland. He's got blocks. He's in the open field. He tries to juke back to the middle and is brought down by Devin McCourty, but not until he gets a gain of 13 and a Pittsburgh Steeler first down. So nice play out of the half there to give the ball to McFarland. He's been pretty quiet thus far. That's his best run of the game there. And you got to see that the New England Patriots have really game planned well for him. Here comes pressure on first down. Roethlisberger has it picked up, and he's going to take a shot. This is a congested throw, and it's intercepted. Bad route running there from Claypool and Juju Smith-Schuster as they converged there at the 8-yard line, and a phenomenal effort there from Jonathan Jones to get the pick. So Pittsburgh catastrophically throws the interception on their opening drive, and now it's Sony Michel's turn to take this opening handoff, and he gets 9 yards to the 17. So if the Steelers are unable to get this ball back without giving up more points, we'll have to look back at that play as possibly the turning point and what opened this game up for the Patriots to run away with it. Again, there's a lot of time left. We're 8 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Been a very defensive matchup between these two AFC stalwarts. Coach Hunter, again, trying to get to that elusive first Super Bowl. Coach ATK trying to get a second ring. Second down and 1. Cam Newton from the single back formation tries to hand it off this time to Michel, and he will get the first down. Good play there from Sean Davis to come down to make that tackle, but Michel is able to move the chains and continue this drive for New England. So first down and 10. Newton from the pistol bunch tight end formation. Comes some pressure from Pittsburgh, and Newton's going to have to get rid of it quickly. He does. Michel tries to spin away from TJ Watt, but is unable to get away from the Wattster. He makes a tackle at the 17-yard line, so that's a tackle for loss, and sets up a second down and 11. So Newton now is going to have to pass in this second down and long situation. Takes away the idea to run the ball. And he is going to pass. He's going to try to look down the field. He's hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. It's Sean Davis on the Steelers' recovery to the 20, the 15, and pushed out of bounds at the 11. What an effort by T.J. Watt. Looked like the guy to get into Cam Newton's face and force the underthrow. No, it was Cam Hayward. But nonetheless, the Steelers open this drive in the red zone with an opportunity to tie this game. Big play from the defense of Pittsburgh as McFarland with the shiftiness there and able to juke his way for a gain of 1. I thought he was dead to rights in the backfield there, but he was able to squirm his way out of it. Second down and 9. Steelers do not win a field goal here. That would be such a demoralizing defeat if they can't get a touchdown on this drive. Roethlisberger rolls to his right. He's got to throw it away as you're seeing the defensive adjustment made by Coach ATK. He's not letting Roethlisberger get out of the pocket. He's sending the defensive contain so that Roethlisberger has to stay in the pocket, step up, and then force a bad throw. And that's a good strategy. Coach Hunter likes to get outside the pocket, hit guys in stride on the run with Roethlisberger. So definitely good idea from the defense there. And then you see a timeout issued to New England. I understand that happening in the first half. You don't like a play on defense, call a timeout. But in the second half, these timeouts are so pivotal. Now New England only has the 2 to work with. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite the Patriots, but we're definitely going to have that as a talking point as well, should the Steelers come back in this game. And it's intercepted. What a effort from Kyle Duggar. He's got Jess Roethlisberger to beat, and he's going to run right by him down this left sideline to the 30. You see Juju giving chase, but he will not catch him. Kyle Duggar with a pick 6 for the Patriots, and now their lead is doubled. So New England, an extra point away for making this a 14-point lead, and you just see the bait that time from Coach ATK. He wanted the Steelers to think that Eric Ebron was open, but Duggar came back, made the interception, and had the monumental momentum shifter of a pick 6. Steelers were knocking at the door on that drive. We're 1-2 plays away from the end zone, and instead come up with nothing after getting the huge turnover of their own. So Roethlisberger has not played well in this game. He's thrown 2 interceptions. Both of them have been just absolutely devastating for this team and have resulted in a defensive touchdown as well as a field goal. So 10 points total have this New England defense scored off of turnovers. Out comes Roethlisberger trying to atone for that interception in the last drive. He's going to hand this off. And Duggar, after that interception, is going to come up and make a beautiful tackle at the 24-yard line. Excuse me, that was Adrian Phillips that came up and made the play. Roethlisberger again from the shotgun on 2nd down and long. He's going to try to take off and run, and he's got nowhere to go. Brought down by Chase Winovich. That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the Steeler defense is just going in reverse right now. 3rd down and 14. Big Ben. This time he's got plenty to throw, and he does, and it's incomplete. He just barely missed the target, Deontay Johnson. He let him a hair too far into Stephon Gilmore, who was able to knock it away. And out comes Dustin Colquitt and the punt unit for Pittsburgh. The punt by Colquitt is going to go to the left sideline and bounce out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So now New England up by 14. This drive right here is an opportunity to extend this lead even further, get it to 3 possessions with a field goal or a touchdown. Sony Michel up the gut there on the handoff dive, and he's going to get to the 45-yard line for a gain of 6. Nice running that time from Michel. Again, the offensive line for New England, you just cannot understate how impactful they are. You see how far down the field Sony Michel gets without even seeing contact or a defender in his sights. It's truly amazing to see this push that this offensive line gives him play in and play out. 2nd down and 4. Cam Newton from the shotgun formation. He's going to hand this one off to Michel. Good decision. 1st down, and he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So back-to-back runs by Michel to start this drive out. He gets the 1st down. Steven Nelson, the man to make that tackle for him, on Michel, and it's 1st down. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in this NFASL divisional game as Michel stuffed by Devin Bush at the 42-yard line. Patriots content to continue to run the ball, take their time on this possession. I'm sure they were watching the Cardinals and Giants game from earlier today of what not to do with a lead. And the Patriots here letting this clock get down. You know, they're not snapping the ball until it's inside of the 10-second mark of the play clock. Smart move here. See that clock dwindling down. Handoff Michel. Same result as the last play. As this time it's Terrell Edmonds who is there to make that tackle. And it's now 3rd down and 7. A lot going on for the defense of Pittsburgh here. Got to get off the field here, get the ball back for Roethlisberger and that offense. Newton, back to throw. Runs out of time. There's a penalty flag as this pass is incomplete. What's the flag? It's on Stephon Tuitt for roughing the passer. That's a killer. Third down, you were about to get off the field, and instead this drive continues, and it's now 1st and 10 from the Steeler 25-yard line. Michel back into the game here to take this handoff to the right, and he gets stopped at the 22-yard line. Haven't seen Michel really break off the big one yet that he's so accustomed to, as he's one of the best running backs in the NFASL. He finished third place in the NFASL MVP race behind Raheem Mostert, as well as the winner, Saquon Barkley. 2nd down and 6 as we're in the last minute and a half of this third quarter. Cam Newton with nobody in the backfield alongside him. He's going to show up in this obvious passing situation and will be brought down. There is a flag. It's on the Steelers for illegal contact. It's the first time I've ever seen that penalty called in Madden. And it'll be an automatic 1st down. So yet again, the Steelers shooting themselves in the foot with penalties right after they make good plays. You saw the sack there. That would have been their first sack of Cam Newton on the day, and it was nullified by the Mike Hilton penalty. So 1st down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Clock continues to run. Newton from the strong formation. He's going to play action. He's going to take off and throw, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush with the biggest play of his young career. And the Steelers just continue to not give up on this game, and they get the ball back. Now, granted, they are at their own 8-yard line, and they really haven't shown a propensity of finishing a drive yet this game, but they do get the ball back down, and they need a big play here from this offense. As McFarland is going to give it to them, nice gain of 17 on the inside zone. As we see, Ulysses Gilbert had a pulled hamstring. We're going to have to watch that and monitor it closely, as he is not going to be able to come back in this game, I would think. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Another handoff for McFarland. This one not as fruitful as the last run. This one's going to get to the 27 for a gain of 2. New England has done a really nice job of containing Anthony McFarland, and thus that's why you see Pittsburgh only has the 6 points thus far. Roethlisberger's brought down. It's John Simon, the former Baltimore Raven, coming in and making the play. And that's just a killer. When you have such a great secondary as New England does, you don't want to be in 3rd and 16. And that's where the Steelers find themselves, unfortunately, to start this fourth quarter. From the 19-yard line, they got to get all the way to the 35 for a drive to be continued here. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle. It is brought in. Nice concentration. And nice catch there from Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers, back to the line of scrimmage, are going to go for it here. It is the fourth quarter. They're within their right to go for it here. Down 14. Got to get this 1st down. Here's the throw, and it is caught. Nice pass from Roethlisberger to Johnson again. He was the recipient of back-to-back passes on 3rd and 4th down, and he will move those chains. 1st down at the Steeler 45-yard line. Patriots looking to continue to let this clock run and maintain their lead. This is a handoff to McFarland. He's brought down after sticking a foot in the ground and cutting back for a gain of 2. We've been seeing that happen almost every time the Steelers go to run the ball on 1st down. It's a short gain of less than 3 yards. McFarland on this drive did break off that 17-yarder, but primarily it has been a day dominated by this front four of New England. 2nd down, Roethlisberger from the gun. He's backing up, looking for somebody. He finally gets his target. It's Deontay Johnson, his 3rd catch of the drive, and he gets another 1st down to the New England 38-yard line. This has been a very productive drive thus far. You need to see a touchdown to finish this off, though. This drive started all the way back at the Pittsburgh 8-yard line. Roethlisberger down the left sideline. It's a one-on-one shot, and it's incomplete. Looking for Claypool, as Jonathan Jones has drawn the assignment on him all day long. Has given up a penalty on a pass interference and a large gain at the end of the first half. But other than that, Chase Claypool has been pretty much shut out of this game. So that's 2nd down. Pittsburgh is still taking their shots down the field. You like to see that. But again, this is just such a great secondary by New England. It's hard to get those passes to be completed. McFarland on second down gets close to first down yardage. He works his way to the 29 before being brought down by Devin McCourty. Third down and 1 from the 29-yard line. Again, 4-down territory. We've already seen the Steelers convert on a 4th down earlier on this drive. 6:15 to go in this one. Roethlisberger back to throw. He's looking. He's going to have to throw this away quickly, and he's able to do so in the nick of time as Chase Winovich was applying the pressure, forced Roethlisberger to get rid of it. Looking for his 3rd sack of the day was Winovich on that one, and you see Roethlisberger was barely able to get that pass away. So now this is a 4th down, 1 to go. Steelers will throw a quick out route to Claypool, and he got the first down. I like that play call. Quick snap, quick throw. Claypool was able to make the catch and contort his body in a way to get the first down. This has been a time-consuming drive, however. That's the only bugaboo, I have about what the Steelers are doing as McFarland gets to the 14-yard line. This drive started with about a minute to go in the third quarter. You see we're already closing in on the halfway point in this fourth quarter. The Steelers still have yet to score. First down and 10 from the 14. This is where Roethlisberger threw a pick the last drive. He's going to take off and run, and he's brought down. The pass rush from New England has been spectacular on this day as Winovich as well as John Simon meet at the quarterback for a half sack for each. Second down and 14 is the upcoming play call for Pittsburgh. You see that deuce single back formation. Roethlisberger is going to turn around and hand it off to McFarland. Great blocks there, and McFarland is into the end zone for the Steeler touchdown. And don't look now, folks, but we have ourselves a ball game. Boswell is on for the extra point attempt. That's up, and it's good. And I talked a lot in this day about the New England offense and their offensive line specifically, but we need to give credit for the Pittsburgh offensive line and the way that they just mauled the front four of New England on that last touchdown run. McFarland didn't even get touched on that 18-yard scamper. 20-13 is our score. New England trying to hold on to their perfect season. They are 16-0 at this point, looking to add banner number 7 in the New England dynasty and number 2 for Coach ATK. Handoff on first down. It's Michelle. He's brought down immediately. Nicely done there by Edmonds. And the Steelers' defense has played really well on Sony Michel today. He's been stifled. He really hasn't gotten that big run yet that we mentioned and that we're accustomed to seeing from him. So it's forced the Patriot offense to have to throw the ball a bit more. So Newton's going to try to throw it. He's brought down. You saw him shift to the right and back to the left before Cam Hayward threw him to the turf. And now it's a third down and long. 3rd and 21 to be exact. From the 14-yard line go the Steelers. Defense trying to get off the field here. Newton's going to take off and run. That's kind of what you want on a 3rd down and long. And he slides well short of the first down at the 25-yard line. 3:17 to go. Pittsburgh will receive this punt and get the ball back. Down 7 with a chance to tie the game. This is going to be a really interesting finish because the Steelers took a lot of time on their last touchdown drive. We're seeing the the Patriots going to let this play clock run all the way down before getting the play off at 1 second. Jake Bailey on to punt this one away. Deontay Johnson back to return. He gets a good block. He gets to the outside. This is where he's dangerous. He's at the 45. Gets to midfield before he's finally brought down. But the Steelers are going to start this drive in fantastic field position at the 49-yard line. Coach Hunter finally got over the hump, beating Coach Tallman for the first time in his NFASL career in the playoffs, looking to do himself one better by beating ATK and ending his perfect season. McFarland gets the carry. You see he's up to 114 yards on the day. Majority of that came in the second half. Second down and 5. And we're now at the 2-minute warning. This game has flown by, and we're already at 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's 20-13. There's been a few turnovers for each team. McFarland gets the first down on the ground to the 38, but they still have a ways to go. I think if you're Coach ATK, you are absolutely okay with the Steelers running the ball in that situation. You can let them have the first down. They just can't get in the end zone here. It's a bend but don't break approach. 1st and 10 from the New England 38-yard line as we're approaching a minute and a half to play. Roethlisberger is hit as he throws, but he gets it to McFarland, and McFarland is able to use the speed to get the first down and, most importantly, get out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 91 seconds to go. Steelers down 7 but driving. They're at the 28. This is a handoff McFarland. Another great block. He's off to the races, and he's brought down. A game-saving tackle made by Jonathan Jones at the 9-yard line. I thought McFarland was gone. I thought this game was tied up. And the Patriots said no. We made the tackle. McFarland this time on the run, down at the 7. We're down to a minute to go in this game. Boy, is this getting juicy. 59 seconds to go. At the 7-yard line are the Steelers. Again, they scored a touchdown from this far out on the last drive. The drive before that was an interception down here. So Steelers have gotten this far in the field. It's where men are made, are in these playoffs here. As another handoff to McFarland is going to inch them closer to the 3-yard line, and it's now 3rd and goal. Pittsburgh used their timeout there, so for all intents and purposes, this drive is the game. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Another handoff. McFarland, touchdown, Steelers. He powers his way into the end zone, running over Adam Butler to get into the end zone. And here comes Chris Boswell for the game-tying extra point. It's up. It's good. 42 seconds to go. We're knotted at 20. This was the same score last week at Pittsburgh. They had to just flip roles here. They're the ones playing the comeback kids here, and they're now tied up. So with 42 seconds, Steelers have done a phenomenal job of limiting both Cam Newton as well as Sony Michel. They're going to have to do it one last time to send this to overtime. They have a couple of timeouts to work with here. They just need to get into field goal range if you're the Patriots and kick this field goal, and you're going to the AFC Championship. Huge drive here for New England. It's a handoff on 1st down to Michel, and Cam Hayward has played his butt off in this second half. Steelers are not going to call a timeout. Interesting decision there to let this one run, as we're now at 25 seconds to go in the ballgame. Empty set for Cam. He's letting the clock run. It's down to about 17 before the ball is snapped. He'll throw a quick pass to Asiasi. It's knocked away and complete. And that will stop the clock with 14 seconds to go. Steelers still have their 2 timeouts. And now I'm interested to see if the Patriots are just going to run the ball here. And that is what's going to happen. Michel's going to get the first down, however. And now the Patriots calling a timeout. As you saw, the Steelers were in a very conservative man-up 3-deep defense and just gave up that first down run. So with 9 seconds left and a timeout, there is enough time for the Patriots to get into field goal range and call a timeout. Steelers are going to have to make a play here. This is a run. It's Michel with his X Factor, but he's brought down after a gain of 1. Curious play call to run it there. Steelers were all over that. And now that's going to just set up a Hail Mary opportunity for Newton. He's got the arm to hit this throw, no doubt. This is going to be about a 61-yard pass. And let's see if he's got the juice. He throws it. It's actually not even getting anywhere near the end zone, and it's knocked away. So for the second consecutive week, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to play in overtime in these playoffs. NFASL Divisional round. Steelers will get the opening coin toss. They select tails, and it was tails. The Steelers will get the opening kickoff of this overtime period. And just to remind everybody of the playoff rules, in overtime, there cannot be a tie. First team to get the ball, they kick a field goal. The other team gets an opportunity to get the ball as well for a field goal or a touchdown. And then after that point, it's first score wins. However, if the Steelers are able to get a touchdown on their opening drive, the game will end at that point, and they will be moving on to the AFC Championship game. So here are the Steelers. It's 1st and 10. Handoff is McFarland. He's had 24 carries, a $152, and 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to tie this game up. So the turning point of this ball game has to be that interception to Devin Bush late in the third quarter. The Steelers had their backs against the wall. The Patriots were about to work their way into the end zone again, or a field goal to make it a 3-possession game. The score was 20-6 at the time. The Steelers went on that long 93-yard touchdown drive and got the game tied up. Nice throw and catch to Ebron. He's going to get to the 41 and get out of bounds at that point, 1st and 10. That's only his second catch of the day. They're going to have to get Ebron a little bit more involved on this drive. And we're going to see a first down. This is another handoff left this time to McFarland. It's him versus the safety. Can he get around him? He cannot. What a tackle made right there by Devin McCourty. That saved the game. And I'm getting a note passed to me from my statistician here. You also do not have to punt the ball in overtime here in the fourth quarter. So you could be 4th down and 1 from your own 2-yard line, and you could go for it if you want to. Handoff McFarland, he's stuffed. If the Steelers are unable to get a touchdown on this drive, that tackle made by Devin McCourty is the reason why. I mean, it was him in open space versus McFarland, a very shifty running back, guy that has a lot of agility, and he was able to make a beautiful play. McFarland's going to take another handoff, this time to the 25, and now it's 3rd down and 6, and the Steelers are now in a situation that I don't think they really want to necessarily find themselves in at the 25-yard line in a situation where they might have to throw the ball. Again, they could take the field goal here, just run it, take the field goal, hope their defense cannot give up a touchdown, or they can play this a little bit more aggressively, run the ball on 3rd down, and go for it on 4th. We'll see what they like to do. Bunch formation for Roethlisberger. He's at the 25-yard line on this opening drive of overtime. Again, winner goes to the AFC Championship game. Roethlisberger immediately has to throw it away as you saw the pressure coming in from the left end, and out comes Boswell. The Steelers are going to play it safe here and kick the 3. So Devin McCourty, hats off to you, young man. You made the game-saving tackle to give the Patriots the opportunity to get this ball back. Let's see if the Steelers' inability to score on that McFarland run is what does them in here, as the Patriots are trailing in overtime 23-20. They need a field goal to continue this game. A touchdown will win it. Again, the Patriots went 16-0 in the regular season, so this would be their first loss of the year, and what a terrible time for it to come. First down. Throw to the left. It's caught by James White. He's in space down the left sideline. Brought down by Minkah Fitzpatrick, but not until he gets all the way to the 49-yard line. Big play by New England on the pass game. James White has been pretty quiet. That was really one of his best plays of the day, as you see him working on against Devin Bush there. That's a great matchup as Sony Michel checks back into the game. 1st and 10. Handoff. Oh, my word, Cameron Hayward, you are just on top of it today. He did a little spin move there, knew the halfback dive was coming, and then just laid out Sony Michel at the 49-yard line. So loss of 2. And my goodness, Cam Hayward has played as well as you could ask a D lineman to play against this New England front. 2nd down and 12. Cam Newton from the gun. He might have to throw it here now that he's backed up, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to take off and run, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's brought down. Guess who? Cameron Hayward. 8 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 heart. This guy right here is playing for his city. He's playing for his teammates, and he will get the game ball if the Steelers are able to pull this out.
Yeah, I lost.
3rd down. Back is down is Newton. It's T.J. Watt. It's 3rd down. 4th down and 25. This is the game, folks. If New England is unable to get this first down, the Steelers have pulled off the most miraculous of comebacks.
Good game, Hunter.
Back to throw. It's in the hands of Edelman, the short-handed receiver. He dropped it. It's incomplete. The Pittsburgh Steelers have survived and are moving on to the AFC Championship game. It's a final, folks. 23-20 is our final score. Undefeated no more are the New England Patriots. Cameron Hayward, take a bow. This was your game. You deserve this, buddy. Congratulations to Coach Hack for doing the impossible, giving the first loss to Coach ATK, and the Steelers